Nowhere. Sometimes you gotta, just get down in there. All right, so quick little update on the car. As you can see, last, I guess you want to say event, we went over to Cletus's Christmas tree race and we broke a rear gear. So we were gonna try to test again, but we got linked up with Quick Performance. They came on board last year. Shout out to them being one of our sponsors. They are back on board this year. We talked with them. They said, why don't you send in all your center sections and let's go ahead and get you switched over to a Strange billet center section with their new gear sets. I usually run a Carmack deal. It was hard trying to find parts and get parts to be able to keep using these center sections, and they were able to do it, but supply is kind of running out. So they said, why don't we go ahead and do this and we'll get you switched over, figure out what we got to do cost wise and all that, and then let's get you 4 brand new Strange deals, so whenever you do have an issue, there's really no panic. We can just go ahead and jump in it and be able to get it done and get a gear back to you. So I did send those off, as you can see. So the car is still I guess you want to say broken. But we got some things that are coming in from Liberty itself. We were having issues. You've seen in the video, we were trying to get the dry shaft and everything out, smacking it with the hammer and everything. And it's because on the back side of this tail shaft back here, there is a needle bearing deal, and one of the needles has fell. So you sometimes get lucky and you're able to put the yoke of the shaft up in there, and if you can smack on it, it sometimes will go ahead and push that needle back up and allow it to go in. But it's been getting worse and worse, and that last time we went to go put it in the car, it was pretty rough. So I reached out to Liberty. I had to get some spare stuff because we are going to be testing this deal, so I want to make sure I got everything spare. I'm just going to go ahead and get that too. So that'll be coming in today, waiting on shipment to come in, and then we'll be taking this tail housing off the back side of the Liberty, so we can go ahead and press that bearing and everything out and get a new one in there, so everything goes back in nice and smoothly. But we're gonna go ahead and come over here to this side of the shop. I haven't been over here since I built the shop, and you can see some of the parts from whenever we wrecked the car back in April in season 5. We got to get these struts off of these wheels so we could send them back to Mark at Menser to be able to get them actually rebuilt. I sent him photos. I said, hey man, do you think we could do something with this? He said, send them to me. We'll see what we can use. He was able to redo my rear shocks and they came back brand new. So we're going to do the same thing with the front struts. So that's what we're going to be working on today. That's why I got gloves on, because this stuff, I mean, like I said, I haven't touched nothing. I haven't done nothing. We took it off the car and they've just been sitting over here. But season's over with. We need to get stuff rolling. So we're going to go ahead and start taking these things apart and then get them sent off while we were waiting on parts to come back from prenup, or for prenup, to be able to get her put back together so we can go out, go testing again, try to get another test session in before we're down at Bradenton Motorsports Park at the end of the month, so we can run Pro Mod. My toolbox, as y'all seen, kind of got it put together, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Tools and everything. Got to figure out why we got a bunch of missing tools. I'm about to get on the guys. We're able to use my toolbox, but we're gonna be putting the tools back. But we got another toolbox as well. See this one? So we got 2 toolboxes for the shop now. We're gonna go ahead and get this one all furnished up with tools as well. But we're gonna move this table over here real quick so we can get this strut and front wheel on it, start taking this thing apart, figuring out what's good, what's bad. Looking at it, it looks pretty rough just because of the fire, but I don't think the rim's bent at all. The carbon fiber rotor and the brake, that is still together. I mean, honestly, you could actually reuse this just at the time. I just went ahead and bought everything new for prenup to put it back together. The titanium A-arm, nothing happened there, nothing got bent or anything. So this thing did get pretty toasty, but as Mark said, he thinks that he he can fix these and put it all back together and get it ready for us. So we're gonna start just, you know, disassembling everything. You can see how dirty it is. That fire was rough. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I haven't looked at any of this since the wreck that happened earlier in the year. A lot of it, looking at it now, a lot of it still looks good. It looks just pretty rough because of the fire. But I bet you if you cleaned it up, you could reuse it. I'm not going to. I'm gonna probably hold on to it, probably hang it up in the shop and all that once we get everything cleaned up. But as you can see, all the fiberglass from stuff melting, popping the tires. I mean, it just looks pretty rough. But we're gonna go ahead and take this deal apart, see if we can get these bad boys sent off to Mark. Get them all done, redone, and get back out here ready for us. This is gonna be tough. Holy fuck. How can I hold this? Put a little bend in the shaft, but it'll be all right. We'll let Mark fix that. I don't know that I wouldn't wear gloves, but I'm gonna wear them just because this thing's got fiberglass all over it. Try not to get in your skin. Shit doesn't feel good. Guys, I paid off the Snap-on box. So now that's all done. Oh. Why did I think it was going to be easy? Oh boy. None of it's ever going to be easy. Well, we got these two out. So there's an Allen bolt that holds it in the middle and allows the brake to flow back and forth. The brake pads, I'm sorry. But we gotta figure out how we can get that out. probably gonna break this, but we're gonna try it anyways. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, there you go. A little bit of time. Trying to jam up on me. Tight. If I had my Milwaukee here, it would take that out. Getting somewhere now. Look at that. Like, yeah, the fire makes it look worse than this, but there's still nothing wrong with it. Brake pads are still good. Man, I'm gonna put these back in the trailer. Use this stuff to spare. Front side still good. That's a good brake pad. Look how much meat is on that. So now that we've done that, should be able to pull this out, which we can. Let me show you all this real quick. So there's 5 bolts right here. We'll go ahead and pop those off. That'll pop the rotor out. And then the only thing that you will have here is your wheel and your tire. We will get the wheel all cleaned up. Definitely have to put a new valve stem in it. We'll look it all over. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with the rim and everything itself, other than it just looks very discolored because these are chrome. I don't ever get polish on the fronts because it's just so hard to keep up with polish. So that's exactly what they look like over there. So I get them chrome. So Big Daddy Brian, all he's got to do is just, you know, do a little spit shine wipe on them. You don't really have to go in there and polish anything. But we'll go ahead and take this deal off. We'll get our bracket off. A lot of this stuff is going to come off, as y'all can see, very hard, just because I don't know if maybe the temperature changes things or how it works. Also, it's been probably tightened by Hercules itself. But we'll get everything ready so we can get these things packaged up and sent out to Mark Mincer. I gotta send these struts off. So this is whenever I wrecked. It's been just sitting in the corner of the shop, so taking them apart. Guys, I know y'all can't see him, but it's my brother. He's behind the camera right now. No, he's talking to himself. I'm talking to myself out here. So. All right. See if we can get this thing off. Why is everything gotta be so hard? All right. I'll come give you in a little bit. Everything's gotta be so difficult. Damn, fire really does make everything a lot harder. We'll get with Mark and we'll get new stuff to be able to go in here, but it's gonna be It's gonna be good right there. Look at that. That's taken out. It's done. It just broke off. It stayed on there the whole time. It's been sitting over there in the corner, and then it finally just broke off. So yeah, look, you can see a little ball bearing inside there. Yeah, that thing ain't moving. Ain't going nowhere. We got that. Now, right here, we're looking good. We're gonna leave everything hooked up. So Mark, I'll let him go ahead and take all that off, and he can send it back to me. Ready to go. But our brackets, but we got one done. We gotta do the other one, then we're gonna get it shipped out and hit up old Mincer. Mincer's the only struts and shocks that we run on the car right now. So as you can see, they are on the car. We run his front strut setup. Very, very nice setup. Has worked all year long for the NPK, and we run his rear shocks as well. But one down, one more to go. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start taking this rotor off, and then just look over the wheel. We'll probably reach out to RC Comp. Shout out to them. They are another one of our sponsors. Do all the wheels around our car, and maybe we'll send this thing back, and it'd be good to know if it's either good to have it as a spare, or do we just hang it up in the shop like an ornament. I know that carbon rotor's still good. Definitely gonna keep that as a spare. Now that I'm looking over all this stuff, a lot of this stuff is still good. Sometimes you gotta, just get down in there. If it comes out like that, probably not good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this wheel cut off, and then we'll hit up RC Comp and see what we can do about these rims. Oops, that was an accident. But as you can see, they are a great sponsor. So shout out to them for getting us hooked up with our wheels and everything for prenup and all the cars that I've had over the years. Voila. So we got both struts off. They are in the box. They are getting sent out. Again, I want to give a quick shout out to Mark Mincer Motorsports for getting us all our shocks and everything to keep us running throughout the season. They run flawlessly. We're just gonna get these things freshened up, get them sent back to us, figure out what he can use off of this setup, and get another set in the trailer. We'll be back out testing soon. We'll get another video out for y'all once we get our gears and everything in from Quick Performance. Our parts did come in for the Liberty to be able to get that changed out. So maybe in the next video, we'll go ahead and start taking that apart, getting that switched out for y'all, and then move on into Quick Performance, getting our rear center sections put back in there so we can get out and test this setup before, rolling into going to Australia. We're going to leave for Australia February 15th. So want to try to get a few more test sessions in with this setup. And then when we come back from Australia, the new car side piece should be done with that setup in the car. And yes, it has a Noonan motor, but it will have a 5-speed Liberty behind it. We're going to start testing with that. And then we're going to test it with the 3-speed to figure out which way is faster before NPK season 6. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all had fun. Thank y'all for dropping comments down below and liking the videos, and keep on sharing. Make sure y'all notifications are on. Let's go ahead and start the new year off strong. Hopefully everybody had a great Merry Christmas, a good Happy New Year's, and let's go ahead and start pumping some content out, having fun, and let's get ready for race season. I'm Justin Swanstrom, and I'll see y'all at the next video. Peace.